Jackson digs it out. Hunsinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making it rain, baby. Harold, they're battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field. And gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a two-run shot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network here on YouTube.com and the IHSAA Champions Network here for tonight's junior varsity volleyball matchup between the visiting Lapel Bulldogs. They take on your Wapahani Raiders here tonight. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Hope all of you had a wonderful Thursday so far, and hoping to have what will hopefully be a great night of Raider volleyball coming up here tonight from beautiful Raider Gymnasium. Obviously, our junior varsity team getting off to a 0-1 start to the season. Looking to bounce back from that. Obviously, first game, you put that in the rearview mirror. Looking to get better each and every single day, and great opportunity right here to defend your home floor and to grab victory number one here on the season. As we get right into things here with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So, as I was, just mentioning right there, Wapahani, obviously in the first set there on Tuesday night against Delta, we just struggled. There was a multitude of things. Nothing seemed to go right for us. But I talked about this in the second set and how it was nice to see these girls then bounce back the way they did. Because it shows growth and it shows, that they have that competitive drive and, the right skill set to be able to compete at a high level. And really, in all honesty, we should have possibly won that second set. We end up losing the second set 25-23. But I think that, there was definitely a lot of positives to take away from that. And hopefully, these girls understand that and build off of that success that they had there in set number 2 the other night, and know that they can do this. It's just, again, continuous reps. Getting after it in practice. That's what these girls do. Finding ways to get better, so then they prepare themselves for game time. When you play against teams like Delta and Lapel, to start off, that's good competition. When you still go out and expect to win. And these girls should expect to come out here and win tonight. That's the whole point of playing, or one of the biggest points of playing is to win. To have that competition. And like I said, these girls are very talented. Yeah, sure, there's a lot of youth here, but that's good. That's what, that's how it should be. Come in here and, kind of make your mark and continue on as the season goes along right here and get better as a collective team. So, like what I've seen there in the second set there again the other night, and like I mentioned, hopefully they can build off of that coming up here tonight against the Lapel Bulldogs. So, JV action coming up here, and here in about 2 or 3 minutes from now, we'll have player introductions, and then we'll have tonight's first serve again here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium. Wapahani and Lapel here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. be tonight's teams first for the visiting Lapel Bulldogs. Number 1, Udea Valley Domingo. Number 2, Serenity Conyers. Number 3, Maddie Studebaker. Number 4, Jasper Jensen. Number 6, Kelly Koppel. Number 8, Peyton Armstrong. Number 9, Colleen Sutton. Number 10, Cameron Owens. Number 11, Ava Oates. Number 12, Riley Bauer. Number 13, Justice Zeller. And number 14, Janelle Wilson. Again, the Bulldogs are coached by Tiffany Boone. All right, Raider fans, let's hear it for your Wapahani Raiders. Number 1, Savannah Fitzgerald. Number 2, Maya Mitchell. Number 4, Lainey Ledbetter. Number 5, Eddie Barnes. Number 7, Journey Maines. Number 8, Ella Reflect. And number 11, Nora Williams. Your Raiders are coached by Ryan Webster. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network as we are just about set for tonight's junior varsity action. Again, we hope all of you, like I mentioned earlier, hope all of you have had a wonderful Thursday so far. It's almost Friday and almost the weekend for all of you to kick back and relax, but hopefully you guys can kick back and relax and enjoy a nice evening of Raider volleyball here tonight as they take on the Lapel Bulldogs here this evening. But again, hopefully you guys was able to hear the rosters there for both teams. Again, for those of you that are new to the channel, I also do the PA announcing out here as well, so pull double duty a good majority of the time, if not all the time, especially during volleyball season. But eager to get this one underway here tonight. Like I said, Wapahani looking to bounce back and get win number 1 on the season here tonight against Lapel. So number 8, Ella Recollect, will drop back to serve to open up tonight's ball game here at 6 p.m. here on this Thursday, October the 21st, 2025. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And on the attack that time, that was number 4, Jasper Jensen, collecting on the kill and the point there for the Bulldogs to make this a 1-0 ball game. So serving now for the Bulldogs will be Domingo. Received right there by Recollect. And again, some miscommunication, I believe, there on behalf of the Raiders as far as who was going to take that ball right there. Obviously, you had Mitchell right there. Obviously, then Addie Barnes tried to get to that one off of that pass. And so, again, just a few early miscues. Fixable situation, though. Shanked off there to the right side, so back-to-back aces here for Domingo and a quick 4-0 start. And, you know, now, yes, obviously the score is what it is, but Wapahani, the biggest thing here for them right here, right now, is to essentially stop the bleeding. So someone's got to take control, you know, whoever the leaders are of the team. Again, you know, they just, you know, there's got to be some communication here, you know, hey, let's get after it and hopefully, you know, focus and, you know, zone ourselves back in here as Domingo will serve that one out of bounds. That will get the Raiders on the board. And number 2, Maya Mitchell, will now be back to serve here for the Raiders. In the 5-1 Lapel. Good serve right there from Mitchell. And they will get it over. That was number 4, Jensen, that got that one back over there for the Bulldogs. Maines on the attack. A little too strong that time around. Saved there by Reckleck. Barnes to the left side of Maines. Dug out that time by Zeller of Lapel. Ledbetter back to Maines one more time. Dug out this time there for the Bulldogs by number 2, Conyers. Bauer on the attack. Soft touch left that one short and in the net as the Raiders will get back on the board here now, 6-2. And it will be Journey Maines back to serve here for Wapahani. So there's an ace for Maines. And now splits the gap now to only 3. Following the ace from Journey. Another nice serve. Maines with the ace. Absolutely have dealt them the last 2 times around. Set to the middle right there to Jensen. Now Fitzgerald on the attack and in there for the kill. 6-5. So 4 consecutive on the board here for Wapahani. Another ace for Maines. Make that 3 aces here for Journey. And that will now even things up at 6 after a 6-1 start for Lapel. The Raiders have come storming back here to even it up. Reckleck gets there. Maines lays out forward, and Mitchell as well as Barnes showing off the hustle. Excellent job by all ladies involved on that one. But 7-6 now as Lapel will send number 4, Jasper Jensen, back to serve. And skipped over the top of the net and down in play for the ace. Fitzgerald pass for Wapahani. Domingo. And that is stopped by Savannah Fitzgerald. 8-7. Now is Nora Williams. Sub in here for Wapahani. Addie Barnes back to serve. And there's an ace for Barnes. Heck yes. Tied up at 8. Outside attack there by Nyla Wilson a moment ago. Sank backwards by Conyers. And Lapel will not get it back over, but good hustle there by the young ladies. So Wapahani will take their first lead of the evening here. Now 9-8. Mingo sets it up to Bauer. Soft touch over Fitzgerald and Williams, as that one will fall in for a Bulldog point. Ties it at 9, as number 10, Cameron Owens, will check in for the Bulldogs and now drop back to serve. Received by Williams, set on to Fitzgerald in the middle. I think the Bulldogs might have got away with a lift right there. Ledbetter, Barnes back to Ledbetter. There's Maines digging it, Barnes setting it. Williams gets it across. Set up again here to Bauer. And the point there goes to Wapahani, the line judge here on the far side of the court over there. Was trying to make the signal, but the referees, again, you're so, into the game right here, every little thing, and so eventually they end up recognizing that the ball ended up going there on the other side of the antenna. And Williams underneath the net right there that time around. Ties it at 10. So Lapel will have number 12, Riley Bauer, back to serve. Look at Maya Mitchell dropping the hammer right there. We'll put the Raiders back on top here by 1. Good serve again here by the Raiders. There's Ledbetter. Barnes set on the Maines. Dug out. But again, the pass led Domingo right to the net, unable to do anything with it. So the Raiders have went on a nice run right here, 11-4 run. Put themselves on top here by a pair. Floater serve from Laney Ledbetter. Nice dig there from Ledbetter, set on the Maines from Barnes, and that is in there. So the Raiders right now, they just keep on keeping on. Seem to really have things going in the right direction. Hopefully it stays that way. Set on the Conyers here on the left side. Nice pass there from Barnes. Now set up to Maines. Bringing the hammer. 14-10 Wapahani. So 14-11 is your score. Oh, okay, so they was out of rotation. So make that 15-10 Wapahani. And that one served out of bounds. So now 15-11, we'll see number 3, Maddie Studebaker, back to serve for Lapel. Number 4, Jasper Jensen, also now back out onto the floor for Lapel. Ledbetter receives that one. Nice job there by Barnes on the Maines. Dug by Studebaker, set up. Conyers on the attack. Good up right there. Nice pass here by Barnes, and Nora Williams with the kill. 16-11 Wapahani is number 8, Ella Recollect. Will return to the floor for Wapahani. And will also drop back to serve. Domingo on to Conyers. Recollect there, Barnes. Set to the middle, that was Jasper Jensen on the attack. Goes straight into the net, that ball goes. Got to tell you, I'm a little surprised that Lapel hasn't taken a timeout here. I mean, again, Wapahani, after the slow start, has really punched the gas here. I mean, we've played significantly better volleyball than those first, 5-6 points. So now we'll get a timeout here from Lapel, and we will step aside for a timeout of our own. Again, this is our Some American Legion post 4:37 game break. 18-11, Wapahani here in set number 1. All right, folks, welcome back. Had to end the commercial break early because both teams came back out of the huddle with about 15 to 20 seconds left on the clock. So, nevertheless, we'll try to get back to the commercial there from Taylor Architects, Inc. here in just a little while. So, number 14, Janila Wilson will return to the floor for Lapel. We'll have Domingo back serve there for the Bulldogs, and that's going to head out of bounds off to the right side, and the Raiders will once again take charge of a 7-point lead. So number 2, Maya Mitchell, will drop back to serve. And the Raiders have Mitchell as well as Ledbetter, Recollect, Fitzgerald, Maines, and Barnes on the floor. And there's an ace for Maya Mitchell. And some miscommunication between Domingo and Zeller. Literally gifting a point there to Wapahani. She's able to put some more points up on the board right here, making this now a 8-point advantage as we close in on set number 1 here this evening against Serenity Conyers. Back to serve for Lapel. That will be received by Recollect. Barnes set up there to left side to Maines with a left hand. Domingo on to number 12, Bauer. Recollect digs it. Barnes sets it. And Maines will put that one down. Nice hustle there by Riley Bauer there of Lapel. So Journey Maines back to serve. The Raiders 3 points away from a opening set victory. Bauer on the attack. Mitchell there to dig it out. Real nice up on that one. Set on the Ledbetter and just a touch too strong. Had the right idea, trying to find that back right corner. Unfortunately, couldn't sneak it inside that time around. So number 4, Jasper Jensen now back to serve. Skipped over the top of the net. Great concentration. Good job there by Addie Barnes. And how about that? Wapahani just a little drop in the bucket right smack dab in the middle. Seemed to catch everybody a little all out of sorts there on behalf of the Bulldogs. So again, Nora Williams back in here for Wapahani. Bauer from the left side. Maines digs it out. Barnes sets it to the right side to Williams. Zeller there. Now back to Bauer again. Barnes. Nice pass by Maines on the Ledbetter. Back set there to Wilson. Now Maines digs it. Back to Ledbetter again. Good action here on both sides. Back to Wilson here on the right side. Maines, Barnes on to Ledbetter, and no good that time around. But great job really by both teams right there during that point. Neither team really willing to give in. So number 10, Cameron Owens, will return to the floor for Lapel and drop back to serve. Received by Mitchell. Barnes to the left side to Ledbetter on the attack. Barnes. Maines with a good pass. Ledbetter again couldn't keep that one in play. Lapel will get it over. Oh boy. And we're going to have a net violation. Wapahani got away with one right there. Again, the pass there from Maines sent the ball right onto the top of the net. But Lapel with a miscue right there again in the net violation. So we'll have a timeout from the Bulldogs. 24-16. The Raiders lead it here in set number one. We'll go ahead and stay right here with you during this timeout to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. So we'd like to send out a big thanks here tonight, first and foremost, to one of our newest sponsors this season, and that is Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton. Great teams win with heart, hustle, communication, and trust, and those are some of the great values that Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton brings to every real estate move. Whether you're buying or selling, she is there to use her local roots to meet your real estate needs every step of the way. Call Courtney Felton at 765-748-6334 for all of your real estate needs. So again, set point here for Wapahani. Conyers there. Domingo will get it across. Free ball for Wapahani. Barnes sets it up to Williams. Dug out by Conyers. Bauer from the left side now. Great hustle by Barnes, and that ball hit out of bounds. And that will do it here for set number one. How about them Wapahani Raiders? After a slow start, found our footing here a little bit and end up going on to a 9-point victory here in set number one. So please stay right here with us, folks. Set number two coming up as the Raiders lead it 1-0 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network as we are just about set for set number 2. Again, hope all of you have enjoyed the broadcast so far this evening. Again, if this is first time you've joined us, we say welcome. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, second game of the season. Obviously, next week is also going to be a very, very busy week for this Lady Raider volleyball team. On Monday, they'll be traveling to Richmond to take on the Red Devils. That'll be a JV start time, 6 o'clock. And then, obviously, the varsity game will follow. Then on Tuesday night, our first MEC conference matchup of the season, when the Raiders will travel to Blue River to take on the Vikings. Again, another JV start time of 6 o'clock. And the varsity game will follow. And then the next time that you'll hear us on the broadcast will actually be next Thursday night when we welcome the Westdale Warriors here to Raider Gymnasium. Again, as usual, JV start time of 6, varsity game to follow. Again, that will be coming up next Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday next week. Again, with Thursday being our only broadcast of the week next week. So we'll get set number 2 underway. Again, that was Domingo back to serve for Lapel just a moment ago, and we'll have a net violation on Lapel, and that will get the Raiders on the board first here for set number 2. All right, so we finally got the ball back over here to the other side. Again, it's going to be Maya Mitchell back to serve. And out of bounds, so both teams gave away a point each right here. We'll have number 2, Serenity Conyers back to serve. Well, maybe. We will see. Okay, so it looks like Wapahani must have been all out of sorts. So they must have had the wrong server serving. At least that's what I'm gathering. I could be completely wrong on that. So we're trying to decipher that all out right now. Okay, so we're all squared away now. So again, that was Serenity Conyers back to serve just a moment ago for Lapel. And there's Journey Maines spiking another one across to make this a 2-1 ball game. We'll have Maya Mitchell again back to serve. This time, it's right. There we go, much better. Love it. And some missed timing there for Maines. So evens things up at 2. And number 8, Peyton Armstrong. Will now be welcomed onto the floor here for Lapel with number 4, Jasper Jensen back to serve. And into the net we go. So Journey Maines will now be behind the service line. The 3-2 Raider lead here in set number 2. Again, if you're just tuning in for the first time this evening, Wapahani fell behind early 6-1 in set number 1. And then after that, it was all Wapahani from there on. End up going on a very nice lengthy run of a 24-10 run to finish out that set when it all comes down to it. So just a job well done there by Wapahani. Get after a slow start. It didn't really phase them. They just got after it and really stayed focused. And obviously the rest is history from there. And that will be an ace here for number 10, Cameron Owens. Received by Recollect. Set on there to Fitzgerald. Bauer on the attack. Recollect digs it out. Oh, my. Okay, so Ella looks to be all right. So 6-4 now. Again, 4 consecutive here from Lapel. Set up by Zeller. Will free ball now for Wapahani. Barnes on the Ledbetter. Somehow the Bulldogs will miraculously get that one back over. Mains from the back row. Dug by Zeller. Mitchell again was backpedaling. Tried to take that foot, that step forward, but her foot, that kind of came out from underneath her there a little bit and couldn't quite get to that one in time. Barnes set on the Ledbetter, dug out by Conyers. Domingo now to number 8, Armstrong. And right now, Wapahani, I believe, thought we was going to take a timeout. That's a 6-0 run now from Lapel after a 4-2 start from Wapahani. Received by Mains, set to Fitzgerald, dug out by Owens. Oh boy. That was set right over the top of the net right there off of that pass from Mains. Now Bauer from the left side, and she'll hit that one straight in the net. Much needed point there for Wapahani, as the Raiders will have Nora Williams check back in. Good serve from Barnes. There's an ace. 8-6. Nice job there by Bauer to stay with it. Williams gets it back across for the Raiders. Domingo now on to Armstrong and quickly denied. Couldn't tell. That might have been Fitzgerald there providing the stuffing. I know Ledbetter was close by as well. So Bauer will collect on point number 9 for the Bulldogs here in set 2. And she'll now be back to serve. Good job there from Ledbetter. So 10-7 Lapel. Mains gets there. Nice job there by Barnes. Dig it out of the net. And then Fitzgerald to get it over. Domingo on the Conyers left side. Barnes gets to it. Mains sends it back over. And that one's going to be hit well out of bounds. So the point there for Wapahani. And it looks to be number 1. Savannah Fitzgerald back to serve. So 11-8. 13, Jessa Zeller. Serve now for the Bulldogs. Barnes to the left side of Mitchell. In there. Freshman number 2, Maya Mitchell. Able to get the Raiders now within a pair. And Laney Ledbetter back to serve. Nice one right there from Ledbetter as the Raiders continue to deal some aces here tonight. Another good serve. Nice diving action on it. That one's hit out of bounds there by Jensen. To the net, but good string of points right there. You know, again, getting us right here in striking distance. Not that we was out of it by any means. Mitchell gets it over. Set on to Conyers and in there. And found the open hole in the defense there of the Raiders. Guess I must have missed a point somewhere. I don't remember missing a point, but maybe I did. On the scoreboard here in the gym, it says 14-11. So we're going to roll with it. So Recollect back in. Williams will have a seat. So again, a cleanup here on aisle 2, I suppose. Laney will get that all wiped up and we're ready to go again. So service there puts the Bulldogs again back up here by 3 at 15-12. Number 2, Serenity Conyers back to serve. All right, so again, had to make a quick announcement. So again, that's why there was a quick pause in the action here, but now seems like we're all squared away. All right, so Mitchell on the attack. Make that now 17-12. Backwards, Recollect is there. Now Barnes, nicely done. And looks like we will get a timeout on the floor taken here by Wapahani. We will step aside for a timeout of our own. It is 18-12 Lapel here in set number 2. Stay right here with us here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back again. Following the timeout, Wapahani in a little bit of a situation right here, down by 6, and make that 7. Again, everything that we was doing correctly in the first set has come back and unfortunately kind of bit us here a little bit in this second set with hitting errors, miscommunication errors. Passing, hasn't been exactly spot on. Again, I'm not trying to sit here and be mean. I'm just pointing out, again, some things that's been going on with us here in set 2. That's been a little bit different than what it was for the first set. Again, we still got some time to clean it up right here. 20-13 now after the service there from the Bulldogs. For obvious reasons, yes, Wapahani's going to have to go on a little bit of a run right here, though. And we're talking at least probably 5 or 6 points right here if they want to get back into the thick of things. There we go. So, again, a passing miscue there for the Bulldogs. Wapahani will use this to their advantage. So service error there, 21-14. And number 8, Peyton Armstrong back in the game for Lapel. Number 4, Jasper Jensen back to serve. Fitzgerald on the attack. There we go. Nice set there from Barnes, and Fitzgerald executes that perfectly. So job well done right there. Number 7, Journey Maines now back to serve. And after the pass, everybody just kind of looked around right there for Lapel. I'm not sure if they just weren't ready or what exactly happened there. Domingo set on there to Armstrong. Nice hustle there by Mitchell and Ledbetter, but nothing good will come of it this time for the Raiders. So Owens back to serve and then to the net. So again, with Lapel's help, we are kind of staying around here. Again, if we can start rattling off, obviously a good 4 or 5 points. Obviously we can't shoot ourselves in the foot here. But we've unfortunately done that a decent majority of the time here in set 2. And that's what's kind of put us in this position. Ledbetter on the attack, left that one short. So set point now has arrived. Riley Bauer back to serve for Lapel. Mingo with a set up to Conyers. Nice job there by Barnes. Get to it in time on the Ledbetter. Yes! A well-placed ball there by Laney Ledbetter. Beautiful. And finding the back right corner, we'll have Savannah Fitzgerald back to serve. Again, main thing here, just get the ball over the net and keep it in play. Force your opponent to play defense. Domingo set on to Armstrong. Maines, Barnes, Williams, dug out by Owens. Set up to the left side attack by Conyers a moment ago. Nice up right there from Fitzgerald. And now Maines back over to Ledbetter. Great job. Excellent job there from the Raiders. With a nice hit there from Ledbetter. Some good passing by everyone right there on that point. Just a job well done all the way around. Tell you what, right here, if you're Wapahani, considering, we've kind of fell on hard times majority of this set. Regardless if you win or lose in this set, you got to feel pretty good about how you've, started to trend in the right direction here towards the end. Nice job. Maines gets it back over as Barnes dug that one out of the net. And another miscue here by the Bulldogs. The Raiders aren't quitting. They keep on keeping on right here, 24-21. Wapahani's really stepped up their game here within the last 5-6 points. Conyers gets it over. Here's Maines. Barnes now to Mitchell. Zeller there to dig it out. And that's 4 hits. I got to be brutally frank with you. I am shocked that Lapel hasn't taken a timeout during this whole thing. Good serve there from Fitzgerald. Shanked off to the right side. And there's an ace. And now that's going to force Lapel to take a timeout. I just got 3 words for you. Oh, heck yes. How about that? Wapahani, again, finding themselves down by, what was it, about 7-8 points late in this set, and now have climbed their way right back into making this a 1-point ball game. So, again, during this timeout, we would like to thank some of our sponsors once again here this evening. And we can't do what we do without them. So big thanks here to Signed by Ash. Again, Signed by Ash is locally owned and operated since 2019 and is your one-stop shop for custom fan gear, business apparel, and rustic signs. To place a custom order or to find out more information on how Signed by Ash can help your organization or sports team raise money through custom projects, you can call Ashley Bell at 765-748-2155 and check out Signed by Ash on Instagram and Facebook. So greatly appreciate Ashley Bell and her company, Signed by Ash, for their sponsorship of us here on the WHS Network. Good serve again there from Fitzgerald. Sit on to the right side. There's Maines. Barnes over to Ledbetter. Oh, boy. That should have probably been, well, it's going to be 4 hits. I thought it was going to be 2 hits anyway. And so how about that? Your Raiders again fell on hard times, but we didn't quit. And here we are, 8 points, I believe, later. 7 points later. We've tied this thing up and have a chance to win it. Domingo Armstrong will hit that into the net. So now match point for Wapahani. It's going to be one heck of a monumental comeback here in this second set. Right there by Mitchell. He'll get it over. That's going to be, oh man, I thought that was going to be out of bounds too. Oh. But hey, how about that though? We're going extras. I mean, considering again, we was down but not out. And Savannah Fitzgerald, excellent serving back there. Everyone else did what they were supposed to do. And here we are, 25-all with Zeller back to serve. Ledbetter, Barnes on to Williams. And that is in there. Williams there with a diagonal shot. Puts that one down in play. And again, match point for the Raiders. Ledbetter there with a dig. Barnes sets it up to Maines. Zeller digs it out. Mitchell. Conyers this time. Barnes will get to it. Fitzgerald unable to keep that one in play that time. So now tie game at 26. Got some energy here in this gym. That's what we like to see. Domingo back to serve. There's Williams. Barnes on the Maines. Zeller continuing to have a good game here for herself. On the Maines, that time into the net. So now set point here for Lapel. On to Williams, in there. Yes. Tied at 27. In comes Recollect for the Raiders. She'll now be behind the service line. Okay, we just need 2 points in a row right here. There's one. There's an ace from Recollect. And now a timeout from Lapel. 28-27. Wapahani leads it. Holy Moses. We'll be back right after this message. All right, so the timeout over with. We're ready to get back at it again here. 28-27, match point again here for Wapahani. Oh, heck yes. The Raiders win it. After all said and done, the Raiders never quit, never folded, and kept fighting to the very end. And how about that? Wapahani came out on top, 29-27, to take this one here tonight in straight sets. That right there is a tone setter for the rest of the night right here, folks. So the junior varsity will get their first win here tonight. The varsity team looking to do the same thing here against Lapel. So we hope you guys tune in for that. That will be coming up here in about 15 minutes from now. So about 7:10 will be the start time for our varsity broadcast. So again, we hope you all tune in. But again, Wapahani victorious tonight in this evening's junior varsity matchup, 25-16, 29-27. So Wapahani, the junior varsity, now 1-1 on the season. Again, they'll be back at it Monday night at Richmond. So, folks, until about 15 minutes from now, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We'll see you all back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.